this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. And if that light go out, then I'm replacing mine. I can't give up, no, I can't give in. Got so much fight within, I must win. There's no holding back, gotta go all in. 2 steps forward, no steps back, then repeat again. Sometimes you gotta let go and let God. Respect those who work hard, it's teamwork, play your part.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of For Your Inspiration. And today we're going to be talking about leadership and what leadership really is. And the first thing that I want you guys to understand about leadership is that leadership, it brings responsibility, but it does not bring burdens. And I know a couple of you people are out there looking at me like I'm crazy because y'all are in leadership roles and you feel that you're burned down. You feel so much more stressed than you did when you was just a general member of the organization or when you was just a regular employee of the corporation or the business. But what you have to understand is it's going to bring responsibility because you are actually now you're higher up on the food chain. You're higher up on that chain of command. And so as you gain status, your responsibility is going to go up. It's going to get higher because you're going to be looked at in a different light. You're going to be perceived as someone that knows something, someone that is important to that corporation, someone that's important to that business, someone that's important at that school or whatever the case may be. So although the times may get tough, understand that it's not a burden. It's just certain responsibilities that now that you're in a leadership role that you have to work with. It may seem as if it's very burdensome, but as you start to develop and equip yourself with different leadership tools, then you understand that it's not burden. It's actually going to make you better, and you're going to see how you've been able to grow from this situation. Are you going to see how you learn to handle that scenario a little bit better? So the first thing we have to realize, we have to change our mindset and not look at leadership as a burden, because a lot of us, we're afraid to get in that. We're afraid to step up into the leadership role because we think it's going to be more headaches and more heartaches. But actually, it's only going to bring more responsibilities. And the only reason that you are in that leadership role is because whoever promoted you to that leadership position, what they're saying is, I believe that you can handle this task. I believe you can handle this job. I believe that you're equipped to handle this responsibility, to lead my organization or to lead the people that you're going to be leading to where they need to get to. So please understand that leadership, it brings responsibility, but it does not bring burdens, no matter how hard it may seem.
The answer to the question, what is leadership? Leadership is a choice, but not a command. And let me explain the difference. If you were commanded to be a leader, when things got hard, you would quit. But if you choose to be a leader, if you've made a choice to be out front, to be the face of the organization, then you, when things get tough, then you will find a way to get through. That's the difference. So leadership is a choice, not a command. And there was something about your integrity or something about your character that allowed people to gravitate around you once you made that choice. They saw certain leadership skills in you that made it easy for you to step to that level of leadership. It was something about what you have brought to the table that made it easy for you to choose to be leadership. People too often have a hard time making decisions as leader, and that's one reason why they don't want to be a leader, because they are afraid to make decisions. But once you choose to make a decision, and once you choose to be a leader, you understand that you are out front and you are the one that's going to lead your people to the promised land. You choose to be a leader, but you're not commanded. John Maxwell said, a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Leadership is a choice, not a command.
And going into the third thing about what leadership really is, I'm going to kind of change the trajectory of what we were saying to you guys earlier, and I'm going to kind of tell you something about it. Because a lot of us, we feel so entitled to this or entitled to that. And the one thing about leadership, what you must understand is that there's no handouts in leadership. It's only opportunities. And so many of us, like I said, we have this sense of entitlement that I'm this and I'm that, so you need to give me this or give me that. But that's not the case. Whatever you get when you're a leader, whatever you do while you're a leader, you're going to have to understand that you are going to have to work towards it. You're going to have to work in order to get it. You're going to have to put that effort in as a leader to get it. It's not going to always be set up on a silver platter. They're not going to always throw you the easy one to make you look great. Sometimes you're going to have to work. So don't look at it as, oh my God, I have to do extra work. Look at it as an opportunity to display the skills and the talents that you possess to do whatever the job is. Listen, I'm not here to tell you that, receiving a handout is a problem. But what I'm here to tell you is, in leadership, there's not going to be a lot of handouts. There's not going to be a lot of balls that's thrown to you and just setting up for you to hit the home run. A lot of those things are, those handouts that you're looking for, they're actually opportunities that you're going to have to go after. And once we realize that there's not going to be handouts given to, once we realize that the leadership role, the leadership job, the leadership position that we're in is not going to be easy. Once we understand we have to go out and get those opportunities and capitalize on them, we'll get a better understanding of what leadership is. And as we develop that understanding of what leadership is, we'll get a better understanding of what it is that we need to do in order to take our members, our group, our organization, our corporation, whatever it is, to the level that they need to get to. So please remember that there's no handouts in leadership. It's only opportunity. So I'm here today to tell you, capitalize on all those opportunities and forget those handouts. And since you're the leader and since you're in that place, you be the one to give handouts to others, because you've done the work. You've done what needs to be done to make the job easier on others.
Final answer to what is leadership. Leadership is about development and not ownership. I'm going to say that one more time. Leadership is about developing people and not owning people. So many leaders need to hear that. I know so many leaders that need to hear that. And yes, being a leader is an awesome responsibility. And we need to take serious care on how we treat people and how we talk to people, and even the direction we lead people, because those things, those mistakes can leave a negative lasting effect. So please take very good care or very good concern about doing that. So many leaders try to get out front and they lose sight of that. They need to be developing people for leadership. That's what developing people is for. You want the people that are under you to be capable of taking your place once you're gone or once you move to another step. People have to be developed. And if you treat people like you own people by not allowing them to make decisions, by not allowing them to work in the level that they're in and have ownership in that position, then you cramp the style or you cramp the growth of people. And leadership is about growing people or developing people. If you don't do that, you have hindered people from growing to where they need to go, and you are not a good leader. So great leaders learn early on that they are developing other leaders and they're not stifling them by trying to own them. That's the 4 answers to the question, what is leadership? And as always, you can never get too much inspiration.